What's your favorite movie that's rotten on Rotten Tomatoes? I already made a whole video about how I don't understand why What a Way to Go had an 18%, but it looks like now it's got a 25%, so I guess people are coming around. Josie and the Pussycats currently has a 54%, and I don't know how that score hasn't improved over the years. I thought people finally started to realize it's the best movie ever. And the critics' consensus argues that the constant appearance of product placement seems hypocritical, but that wasn't even real product placement. They used fake product placement to satirize product placement. I know Do the Right Thing is Spike Lee's magnum opus, but Bamboozled might be my personal favorite from him. But it only has a 53%, and the critics' consensus is that it's too heavy-handed. But there are certain topics, such as racism, where I think filmmakers should beat the audience over the head with their message. Evidently, the message still isn't getting through to some people, so as far as I'm concerned, a movie being too heavy-handed isn't always a bad thing. Under the Silver Lake has a 58%, and I always thought it was destined to become a cult classic. I feel like a lot of people didn't like the movie because the protagonist is so unlikable, but I think there are so many layers to this one. I love when a movie has all this symbolism and clues and hidden meanings that people can theorize about and try to interpret. I unironically think Basic Instinct is great, but it only has a 56%. I've heard people call it regressive, but I for one think having a hot bisexual woman be evil was actually pretty progressive for the early 90s. In the Mouth of Madness has a 59%, and it's one of my favorite John Carpenter movies. I've seen countless movies that blur the line between fiction and reality and have the protagonist questioning their sanity, but this is by far one of the most well-executed versions of that, and I find it deeply unsettling. But comment and let me know which rotten movies are your favorites.